welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. And today it's fantasy. And today it's also a coffee with Kilroy, or what I sometimes call beverage and a book. And today's book is a fantasy book. Imagine that. The Game Master's Book of Random Encounters. This is compiled or authored by Jeff Ashworth. Illustrations are by Jasmine Callie and foreword by Michael Shea. This is something I picked up at Half Price Books. It was during one of their sales. It might have been like the Memorial Day sale, I believe. But it was, I'd kind of been looking at this. I like collecting random tables and random encounters, always on the lookout for that. And so this had been kind of on my list. So when I saw it at the store for a reduced price, and then yet on, there was a sale going on, I said, well, why not pick it up? So since I picked it up, I thought I'd share it with you. Hope you're enjoying your day, your morning, your evening, your night, whatever, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it is. And hope you're enjoying your beverage. Hope it's something that pleases you. So this is Random Encounters book, hardbound book. On the back here, it says hundreds of encounters, billions of possibilities. One of the most exciting elements of any 5th edition tabletop role-playing game. Yeah, this is kind of based on 5th edition, but, I think, random encounters, you can use that with just about anything, right? Is that the story can go anywhere at any time. Unfortunately, you, the game master, can't possibly prepare for every unpredictable request, unfortunate die roll, or unbelievably bad player decision. That's where this massive tome comes in, featuring more than 500 maps, roll tables, and story hooks. The Game Master's Book of Random Encounters is chock full of taverns, tombs, tantalizing twists, as well as useful NPCs and story variants you can use to enhance your ongoing campaign or launch an entirely new adventure, all with a few simple rolls of the dice. This includes 8 one-shot adventures suitable for all levels, a random NPC generator to create characters on the fly, and a D100 tables for curses, dreams, party connections, and more. Compatible with your favorite 5th edition fantasy tabletop RPGs. So there you have it. As you see, the normal price is $22.99 US and $29.99 Canadian. Got it for much, much, much less than that. So I would put this in Kilroy's Bargains. And so you can find this in my Coffee with Kilroy, Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday, Kilroy's Bargains, Fantasy RP Fantasy, my Fantasy RPG playlist. Those are all the different playlists. This checks a lot of boxes. So there's the front page there. Then here are all the contents. You got forward, introduction, one-shot adventures. As it says, there's 8 of those here. And some of them look kind of interesting. The Tomb of the Forgotten Paladin, the Portal Prison, those two look kind of interesting. One Last Job, you're a bunch of old thieves there. That's an interesting twist. Morgan Freeman's got to be in that, right? In all the old guy movies now. Taverns, inns, shops, and guild halls. Temples, tombs, and crypts. The Great Outdoors. Homes, hideouts, labs, and lairs. Rooftops, alleyways, and tunnels. We got some randomized tables here. Let's see, Wounded Rogue Guild contracts, the Vision table, Mage, You Look, Arcane items in purchase, random NPC generator, adventure-specific category tables, random tavern generator, random curse table, and party makeup maker. There you go. You got some random location generator, taverns, temples, great outdoors, homes, and hideouts. So this for some of these different areas is some random generators. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, well, that's it right there. That's that table. You roll that, and that's going to tell you which one of these areas to go to. So here's your forward, introduction, tell you a little bit about how to use this book. Yeah, right there, how to use this book. And some of the different icons that are going to be in here, door, window, bed, furniture, treasure chest, water, ladder, trapdoor, underground. So there's going to be quite a few maps in here throughout. Here are those one-shot adventure. There's 8 of them here, as you can see here. And then I'm just going to, for spoilers or to prevent spoilers and to cut down on time, I'm not going to page through every single one of those. But like here's, this first part is all those. So you're going to have setting up, part 1, and any kind of relevant information. Part 2 is going to be throughout there. So, and then you've got all the NPCs or monsters or whatever you're going to encounter. A little bit of write-up on them in the back here. Again, I think it's all based on 5th edition, but I can't imagine it's going to be that hard to translate or move over. So Mother Knows Best. Oh, that's a Tangled song. So let's get to out of the one-shot adventures, because that is mostly this first part here. But they're full adventures in here. I mean, they're not overly long adventures, but there's some meat on the bones to get through it. And they have everything you would need for that adventure. This is that one last job. Oh, yeah. So you can see Octogenarian was the Octagon gang. Now it's the Octogenarian gang there. So you got a little bit of background on them. And Portal Prison, I think, is the last one. So let's go to, here's, this first part, the first 101 pages or so is those one-shot adventures. Got 8 of them. Then you got taverns, inns, shops, and guild halls. So this is going to give you some layout for that. If you want to, you know, your party wanders off into the city or town or village, and you want to pop some of this stuff in here, this is what help you get to something right away. Here's the big little bar, the Wounded Rogue. And then here's the Wounded Rogue. This is a place where you can get guild contracts. So they have that table here. Well, this is, yeah, appetizers and mains. So, but these are all different jobs that you're going to do as a rogue. So there's all that. Here's the Dream Archive. That's interesting. You've got a dream table. Well, that's kind of psychedelic. Have to look and see what that's about. The Mage You Look, arcane items for purchase. So here's some, here's a arcane store here for you. So with some items, if you don't have enough of those to add to your campaign. Town Tailor, Community Meeting Hall. So these are just nice little write-ups, talks a little bit about it, and you have some variants and stuff. So it gives you a map, primarily gives you a map, but then also gives you a little bit of background on it. Here's temples, tombs, and crypts. If you need to add some of those to your game here, and they have some of these little vignettes or little things that you can add to the flavor of the situation or the encounter. Especially like this one. This is the Sun Temples. That's like the sundial there. That's kind of cool. You got all these different temples and tombs and crypts. Here's the Great Outdoors. This is forests, fortresses, beachfront battlefields, and placid parks for when your party needs some fresh air. So they have, it's going to have the same thing here. So like here is the Oakville Harbor House. Kind of cool there, tell a little bit about it. Cliffside Crawl, gotta love that. Treetop Villages, you have all this kind of outdoor locations. That's what this is about. As I said, this isn't as much a book of random tables, which is kind of a misnomer because that's what it's called, or it's called Random Encounters. This is more of a location. This is more of a kind of a plug and play. You know, if you're needing some homes, hideouts, labs, or lairs, well, you can turn to this and pull something out really quick to put into your ongoing adventure, campaign, or even if you're just doing a brief encounter. This gives you some locales here. So this, other than the 8 adventures, there's a lot of locales and little event places or encounter places. Variant castles. There's like a chessboard there. I'm getting some glare there. So all kinds of stuff in here. Then you got rooftop, alleyways, and tunnels. Boom, boom, boom. Going through these kind of quick. Now you have your randomized tables in random NPC generator. You can talk what the character is. Is it a human, an elf, or what have you? Then you've got age and intelligence. You've got hair and build. You've got description and deeper desires. That's kind of neat. You got a little bit of a motivation table here. And that goes on for a while. Here's adventure specific categories. And these what these are going to do is you roll on here, and then that's going to put you back into one of these locations, depending upon which table you use. Here's a random curse generator. Man, if I don't read that, will I be cursed? Party maker makeup maker, party makeup, easy for you to say, party makeup maker. And there you have it. That is what this book is. So, not, just by looking at it, not essential by any stretch or means, but, for the price, I thought it was a nice little pickup, to kind of look at, and it might actually be an encounter generator from when you're just wanting to sit around and you're trying to figure out some locations or some encounters to be had. And you might just be paging through this, and it might inspire you to do something. So you can either use it on the fly, or you can use it in your preparation and pre-preparation for an adventure campaign or what have you. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by for this double feature, Coffee with Kilroy and Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. Love to know your thoughts on this book or any other books in this line. I think there are at least 2 or 3 or maybe more books that are kind of this same manner, but dealing with different topics, but they're all RPG support. Anyway, drop them in the comments down below, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. But let me know what you're up to. Let me know what you're thinking. Anyway, thanks all. Take care. Thanks for watching.